Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Owens Center here in Peoria, Illinois for tonight's matchup between the Bradley Braves and the Ball State Cardinals. I'm Bo Woodcock, and alongside me tonight is Gordon Seprin. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Bo. It's good to be here.
Good to be here indeed. A little bit before we start the game, there are, in fact, no referees tonight, so it's going to be run a little bit differently tonight, but should still be an exciting night of hockey nonetheless.
Yeah, it'll be quite interesting. What they're going to do is they're going to put it at 3 periods of running clock hockey. There'll be no penalties assessed. And not that I think anyone would take any cheap shots here, but there could be a little bit of a scrum going on at some point and somebody gets a little fed up with each other. You know, this is going to be Ball State's first game of the season, and, you know, they could get a little riled up.
Yeah, you never know if they're going to get a little feisty here. Hopefully, some situation like this, nobody gets too feisty about it, but we'll have to see what happens. Of course, these teams do play again tomorrow, so maybe they'll save some of that for tomorrow when hopefully there's actually refs out on the ice. But we're just getting through warm-ups right now. A couple minutes left here. We're going to get started with the game for you, but let's go ahead.
Yeah, why don't we get into starting lineups, Bo? And I want to point out one thing real quick. Now that the game's changed to a scrimmage, do you start Jesse Newsbaum here if you're the Braves, or do you switch it up and you throw Laurie Cox in because it's a scrimmage game?
Yeah, I know. That's an interesting idea. I think it makes a lot of sense to get people some game practice because while this isn't necessarily a full-on game, it's a good opportunity to still get that game experience in for your necessarily your backups and your other players. So I like the idea of starting, you know, not starting Nussbaum in there tomorrow night, maybe keep him fresh for tomorrow when hopefully we have refs in the game will count for a little bit more. Mm-hmm. On the same token, might see Ball State try out their backup goalie. They had they had Zach Betts starting tonight, and they might go with Mac Hayes tonight to get him some practice too. We'll have to see how it looks for both teams here for this scrimmage.
Yeah, or the other thing we could possibly see is maybe we'll just see split time. And we'll probably see a lot of the third liners for the Bradley squad getting a lot of ice time here. I expect to see Gino out on the ice a lot more than you expect in a normal game here.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta get those guys, when you get an opportunity to get them full-on game experience like this, it's only going to do good for your team down the road, helping them set up and get them ready for playing shape when you need those third liners to come in a big game. Now they've got that game experience from a situation like this, which isn't a full-on game, but you still have all the situations and everything else still runs and feels like a game.
You know, the other difference here is you're not practicing against your own guys. You're actually playing against a different team. Plus, you got the atmosphere. We actually have quite a lot of fans here tonight for a D3 game. So, you know, it's really going to be the best game simulation you're going to get.
Absolutely. We got a very good student section here in particular. I'm very impressed. In general, maybe a little bit disappointing that it's not going to be a full-on game tonight, but should still be exciting nonetheless for sure.
Just waiting on them to clean up the pucks. Oh, we'll have to see if our starting lineup we have here is relevant. Why don't you take it away, Bo?
Yep, so for starting lineups, we'll go ahead first with the Ball State Cardinals. Starting lineup first for them in goal. Right now we've got number 35, Zach Betts. Defensemen, we've got number 8, Greg Walioff, and number 28, Jacob Smulovich. And then forwards, we've got number 6, Riley Miller, number 7, Jacob Burke, and then number 23, Sean Bird. We'll have to see if they stick with that same game plan coming into this scrimmage or not. And then also for Bradley, we've got number 29, Jesse Nussbaum in goal. Looks like he's out there right now, so there's a good chance he'll still be starting the game out, at least for Bradley. And then our defenseman, we've got number 26, Caleb Boger, defenseman, and then number 33, assistant captain Jared Ernest as well.
Interesting fact about Jared Ernest, he actually played hockey with J.P. Fitzgerald, who's the head coach of the D2 team. So he actually just turned 30. 30-year-old junior on the roster.
30-year-old junior,
he served in the Navy, so that's why he's coming back to school finally, gets to play a little bit of hockey.
Play some hockey, get that college experience. Thank you very much for your service as well, Jared. And then at forwards, we've got assistant captain Jace Gilden here, and then we've got number 25, Tyler Jensen, and finally number 77, Gary Stanley. We'll have to see if they stick with those starting lineups here. It looks like, at least right off the bat, it appears they're going to do so. Makes sense. You already set your starting lineup card. It doesn't make any sense, at least at this point, to change anything. I imagine these teams will still take this relatively seriously as they came out prepared to play a full-on game. So I can't imagine there will be too much variation. Like you said, maybe some third liners getting some extra ice time. But they're still going to take this very seriously, I'm sure.
The one thing that intrigues me, Lori Cox, she has not seen any game action yet. So that could be a potential that gets in right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But here we are with the opening face-off. Bradley moving up the ice here, moving into Ball State territory. Dump pass deflected in front. It's going to get to the blue line. Ernest is going to pick it up at the blue line of Bradley. Start moving it back and intercepted at the blue line by Osborne. Osborne pass up ahead. Nice move there. Dekes in on the goal and scores. Beautiful move there from
I believe that was Riley Miller.
Riley Miller, yep. Number 6, Riley Miller. Beautiful move there. Caught the nice pass, made a deke, and found the net early for Ball State. So 1-0 here, Ball State, early on in the first period of this impromptu scrimmage tonight. Little bit of a freeze here at center ice, picked up by number 19, Potter, for Ball State. Cleared back out down center ice. They're not going to go for an icing here, so Ball State will pick it up in their own zone. Goalie will shuffle it out. Ball State moving up the ice now. Wilkinson at the red line, skating in for Ball State. Coming through, also goes for his own deke of his own, but Nussbaum covers up the rebound. First save for Nussbaum here early on.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not quite sure that Miller was onside for that goal. Without having refs here, we could not see it. I was not looking at the blue line. I was looking for the pass in behind. So, you know, I would not expect Jesse to give up that goal so early in the game in a real game situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a bit of a weird play there. You couldn't tell if it was offsides or not. But either way, Ball State scoring early here. Ball State got the puck in Bradley territory again. It's going to be picked up by Beer, move out to the neutral ice, but Potter will pick it up for Ball State, backing into his own zone. He'll dump it back to neutral ice where Marseille will pick it up. Bradley moving in through the neutral zone now, tries to make a deke, dumped in 8 by Vivitsky. He'll dump it in deep here for Bradley. Scrum down in the corner, Ball State coming away with the puck. They're going to move it back out to neutral ice again. Picked up by Ball State as they move in, look for a shot here. Save made by Nussbaum. Now picked up, turnover by Bradley at their own blue line. Possible opportunity here for Ball State. Pass over. No shot on goal there for Ball State.
That was a good defensive play by Berger right there. Standing in the slot, got the stick in, stopped the shot from getting to Nussbaum.
Absolutely. Vivitsky moves it out to the blue line, but Wilkinson keeps it in for Ball State. Kick pass over. Give and go to Wilkinson. Shot just wide. Borger picks it up now for Bradley, moves it to the corner. Ball State look like they're going to get a change here, so Bradley going to try to move something up the ice here at the neutral zone. Paused at the boards by Vivitsky. He's going to bounce it up. Picked up by Boger. He's going to dump it in deep for Bradley here. Bradley going to get a change of their own. Stanley 77 pressuring the puck. Ball State's going to control it, though, in their own neutral zone. Beautiful give and go up the middle of the ice. Miller moving in again. Miller moves in just wide. Didn't quite get it around to the front of the goal there.
He looked like he wanted to throw it on his backhand. He just could never get it settled down as he was pressured by the defense.
Yep, good defense playing back for Bradley, able to keep it under control. Osborne with a shot now. Nussbaum with a save for Bradley here. 16:38 to go in the first period. Ball State leads 1-0 after that early goal from Miller.
And right now, Ball State kind of having all the momentum. And you know what? I like the effort I'm seeing out of Ball State. Both these teams kind of have short rosters that don't have a whole lot of guys on the bench, but Ball State coming out, going full gas early.
Ball State really bringing up the pressure, but here comes Bradley. Bradley moves up the ice. 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot, save made. Beautiful save there. Bradley now has it at the blue line. They're going to keep it in the zone here. Little bump off there from Ball State. Picking it up in the corner. They're going to try to ring it around here. Paused at the boards there by Tuttle. Tuttle battling in the corner. It's going to come out to Potter behind the boards. Intercepted behind the net. Going to try to move it in front of the net. Ball State able to clear it out of danger and start their breakup back out the ice. Now in the neutral zone here. It's going to be picked up by Caleb Boger. He's going to move it back out to the neutral zone for Bradley. Tipped in. Looks like it's not going to be an icing here. Ball State going to pick it back up in their own zone and start to move it up the ice here. Back to the neutral zone. Tipped, but picked up there by Ernest. Ernest picked off at the blue line. Corbin moving in. Corbin with the shot. Save made by Nussbaum. Bradley going to pick it up with some speed now. Here comes Boger. Flying down the right wing. Skates in. Shot. Save made. Beautiful opportunity. Still in front of the net. Bradley still battling. Wilkinson going to pick it up for Ball State and back, try to move it back out. Beautiful give and go here. Wilkinson going up. He's all alone. Hansen with him, but Wilkinson's got all the space. He's going to deke in. Scores for Ball State. Got a ton of space there. Made a big move. Beautiful pass out in front, and he dekes Nussbaum through the 5-hole.
You know what? I like the effort out of Berger trying to go up and take a shot on net. Thing is, though, he's a D guy. He's got to get back into position. You know, it just didn't get back there in time, and it was a 2-on-none.
Yeah, you can see there the defenseman getting a little caught ahead, and Wilkinson had all the space in the world. Ball State now moving it back up. Wilkinson again. Save made this time by Nussbaum. Right off the faceoff, Wilkinson went right in. Nussbaum meets him this time and makes the save. 14:22 here in the first period. Ball State with a 2-0 lead here. A couple of impressive dekes there early on for Ball State and some good offense, generating plenty of advantage here. Definitely controlling the early tempo against Bradley. Ball State now with it. Bradley picking it up, trying to clear it out to their blue line. It is going to get cleared out here. He's going to move it up to center ice. Vivitsky's going to pick it up, but he's going to get intercepted. Wilkinson moves it up again to Hansen. Hansen going down the left wing, trying to post up. Get a centering pass, but no one home for Ball State. Bradley going to start moving it back out now, getting harassed there. He's going to be able to dump it in for Bradley. Ball State now chasing down the puck, playing it deep in their own zone. Ball State, very nice. They look very clean as well on their breakouts. That's something I've been very impressed with early on. They're breaking the puck out very cleanly here against Bradley.
and Bradley having trouble getting out of their own zone cleanly. Haven't really had any time to establish anything in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it's been a huge problem. Having a hard time clearing it out. A couple of turnovers at the blue line have cost Bradley dearly early on. Ball State, Potter now putting it back out into neutral ice. It's going to be picked up at their blue line. Osborne going to move into the attacking zone for Ball State. He's going to go around the net. Stops. Looking for a pass. Harassed there beautifully by Bunyan. Bunyan playing the puck here. He's going to be able to win the battle in the corner, and he's going to try to set up a clean breakout for Bradley. Everybody going to spread out. Bunyan going to move it up, but it's intercepted at the blue line. Another turnover for Bradley. Potter left open in front, off the post. Narrow opportunity there for Ball State to add to their lead. Another turnover for Bradley at the blue line almost cost them dearly.
And Bradley here turning it over again just as they got in the offensive zone.
Bradley having a significant turnover problem early here. Ball State definitely controlling the tempo here with a couple of good cleans. They're going to go ahead and make a change here. They're up 2-0 here with 12:20 to go in the first period. Move it up ice for Bradley now. They are going to get it out to the neutral zone, but again, Ball State there to meet the puck at the neutral zone and work on clearing the puck back up the ice. It's going to be picked up now by Boger. He's going to make a pass. It's deflected. Boger picks it up again at the blue line. He's going to go cross ice to Ernest, back to Boger. They're going to finally a clean-looking breakout for Bradley, but it is disrupted in the neutral zone. Ball State now with another opportunity. Potter one-on-one. Beautiful attempt at a move there, but met in earnest there by Ernest. Beautiful defensive play. He's going to shut off the Ball State scoring attempt.
You know what, Ernest, last year he was playing up at wing, so I'm not so sure how good his defensive experience is, considering also he hadn't played hockey in about 5 years before coming back to Bradley.
Yeah, but he looked good on that defensive play there for Bradley, shutting down Potter as he tried to make a move and going on goal. Tutton picks it up at the blue line now. Potential opportunity for Bradley. Shot scores! Bradley goal. Tutton with a beautiful move there and a great shot in that lower left-hand corner just underneath the goalie pad there. Bradley finally gets on the board here with 11 minutes left. It's going to be 2-1 now, Ball State. Bradley finally getting on the board here.
Nice little snapshot by Tuttle. He was in the right circle, puts it off the post for a little flare of a sound effect. You know what? 2-1 game here right now, halfway through the first.
2-1. Definitely a big response there for Bradley. Bradley really needed to pick it up. Off the faceoff, Bradley will win the faceoff. Bunyan going to go cross ice. Bradley controlling the puck. Beer going to try to dump it in, but stopped at the neutral zone. Picked up again. Beer going in again. He's going to get around. Another opportunity, 2-on-1. Shot just wide by Beer. Ball State racing to the puck. Bunyan stops it. It is going to get out to neutral ice, but Bradley going to attempt to clear it out again. Stopped at neutral ice by Osborne. Bradley struggling again to move it in, but they're going to get the puck into the zone there. Ball State going to swipe it away. Played around the boards here. Ball State, once again, looking to make a clean breakout, but this time Bradley's able to meet them at their blue line, get their own turnover. Vivitsky's going to put it back in for Bradley.
And that was Nick Marcelli taking the puck away in the neutral zone.
Big there for Bradley getting their own turnovers at the neutral zone. That's one of the big ways you can develop some opportunities. Here comes Hansen flying down the right wing, moves in, beautiful deke, but save made there by Nussbaum. He wasn't not going to fall for the second deke there. Save made by Nussbaum again, and then Hansen just wide. Man, Hansen is flying around the ice. Hansen looks very good here early on for Ball State.
And we didn't really know what to expect to see out of Ball State because we thought they had a shorter roster than what they had. So we thought they were going to come out maybe in a couple of spurts, but they've been full pedal to the metal all the way.
They've been very consistent, causing a lot of trouble for Bradley, just trying to clear the puck out. But here's an opportunity, cut off at the blue line, another turnover. Nussbaum forced to make another save there, but his blocker is going to bounce it all the way out to center ice, and Jensen's going to be able to put it in deep for Bradley off the weird blocker deflection on the Nussbaum save. 9:14 to go here, 2-1 Ball State leads. Bradley wins the puck in the corner. Stanley's going to send it back around the boards. Going to met by a Ball State player there. Hansen, not quite get it. Pass in front, deflected away by the goaltender, Zach Betts. He's going to be able to clear it out for Ball State and start them on the attack again. Corbin over to Hansen, narrowly avoiding offsides. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson going to look for a shot. Good save by Nussbaum. That was a good snapshot up top left corner, but Nussbaum able to meet him there. Stanley moves it back in, tries to make a move. 3 Ball State defensemen there meet him and shut him down. Pass up ahead. Corbin skating back into Bradley territory. Corbin going to try to settle it down a little bit, trying to pass it to the corner. Ernest is going to clear the puck, and he's going to get it around the boards.
Fancy move going off the boards to himself.
Yeah, Ernest, very smart play there to clear it off. Slap shot from the blue line, going to go wide. Picked up there by Cypra. Cypra's going to lose it at the corner. Ernest is going to do his best to keep it in, but it looks like Ball State is going to work it out to center ice, although Tuttle steals it. And Tuttle looks to move back in for Bradley with a little speed. Deflected to Cypra, 98. Cypra beaten down at the boards, but he holds onto the puck, trying to set up a pass. He's kind of stuck in a weird spot on the blue line, and that puck is going to stay in play. Cypra out to neutral ice now back. Bradley retreating into their own zone here. Good pressure there from Ball State at the blue line. Kind of an awkward spot. Not able to get anything much generated on that.
Yeah, he got stuck on the point with two Cardinals in front of him. Couldn't pass it to the near side for Ernest and just couldn't dump it in deep.
Yeah, nowhere to go there, but now he's got the puck again. He's going to deflect a shot behind the corner. Picked up there. Osborne going to try to swipe around, but Bradley player there to meet it. Ball State is able to deflect the puck, though, on the boards. Fancy move there by number 11 for Ball State. Nick Ramsey off the netting, able to clear it back out to neutral ice, and Ball State moving it in again. Burke centering pass to Wilkinson. Shot. Another great save made by Nussbaum.
And from the sound from up here, it sounded like it went off his mask. He's able to corral the rebound. I don't know if that one had gotten out in front of him. I don't think Nussbaum would have been in position to make the second save. He got dinged on the mask last year pretty good, and he was out of it for about a half second afterwards. And even you can kind of see it a little bit for the rest of the period at that point in time.
Yeah, but he's able to hold on to the save off the mask on that one. Ball State able to win the faceoff, put the puck back in deep. Bonjan for Bradley. He's going to get it up to Vavitsky. Vavitsky going to move it up to center ice here. Bradley back on the attack. Marcel moves in. Dump pass to Bunjan. Shot and save made by Betts. Nice little give and go there. He went to the center of the ice and he left it behind for Bunjan, the trailer. Bunjan got a good shot, but Betts was there to make the save.
Yeah, I like the play there by Marcelli, but just nothing getting through past Betts just yet after the first goal.
Marcel wasn't sure if he had a great shot, but decently far out for Bunjan, and Betts was able to make the easy save. Ball State moving it back up the ice. Hansen, another great move here. 2-on-1 developing for Ball State. Beautiful defensive play by Ernest. He's able to kick it out. Boy, we talked about him as a winger, but he has looked pretty solid here on defense so far. After the early start, a little bit rough for Bradley, but he is definitely playing well on defense now.
He looks to be settled in, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Good start for him. Osborne going to get it center ice here. He's going to move it back in for Ball State. Going to try to make a move. Not too much doing there. He's going to go around the net now. Ball State settling it down, getting a change on one of their defensemen. He's going to control the puck pretty easily. Bradley not bringing the pressure necessary, but a bad turnover. 2-on-1 for Bradley here. Moves in. Beautiful deke move, but he got a weird angle shot, and Betts was able to meet him there with the save. Didn't really have a good opportunity for the pass, but Stanley comes flying in. He's able to win the puck and keep it in Ball State territory. Stanley will turn it over there. Ball State going to begin the breakout. Hansen again back up the right wing. He's going to go wide here, try to make a deke move, but Ernest again meets him defensively. Back pass around. Potter not able to catch it cleanly. He's going to control it at the blue line, keep it in for Ball State, and deflect a front shot on attempt by Ball State, but it's going to be turned away. Hansen again over to Corbin this time. Corbin settles it. Shot just wide there. Hansen picks it up again. He's going to go behind the Bradley net. Control the puck.
Bradley just a little too tight in their own zone right now. They need to try to spread out and keep them away from the slot. They're letting them have it too easily to get those shots off.
Yeah, you can see a couple of those wingers kind of unsure what to do. Some of the defensemen for Ball State there, like Potter, open for an opportunity, but he misses wide. Centering attempt is caught up, but Potter catches the errant pass from Vavitsky. He just misses on the shot after that, and they're going to launch it back down the ice. And it is going to be icing on Bradley, but Bradley really needed to get a change there. Those guys have been out there for a few minutes, so the icing there makes sense here to just get some fresh bodies on the ice for Bradley, of course. Not the NHL, so you're not going to see them forced to keep those same 5 guys on the ice again.
Well, especially not in the scrimmage, as Ernest just went off. But I would expect we'd see that if we actually had real refs here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. But the situation we're in, we're trying to get everybody some ice time and get their legs under them. Here comes Bradley back on the attack. Shot, save made by Betts. good opportunity coming through with a good amount of speed there by Devin Servin, but he's met by Betts. Wilkinson now going to move it back into Bradley territory. Wilkinson pauses at the boards, waits for the rest of his team to come in. Floats a pass to Corbin, who's going to move around the Bradley net. Pass in front, shot, score by Ball State. Corbin set it up behind the net. He had a lot of time there to work with, and he was able to find Aiden Wilkinson there for the goal for Ball State to make it 3-1 here with about 3 minutes left in the first period.
And again, Bradley was just too tight in their own zone. Everybody was down in between the circles. You got to try to push them out of that slot area and just through traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. Wilkinson had all the time in the world to just be parked in front of that slot. They had two guys parked in the slot. Wilkinson able to find the back of the net. 3-1 now for Ball State. Bunchen going to pick it up in Bradley's defensive zone. But it's going to be met there. Another opportunity building for Ball State. Wilkinson shot save made by Nussbaum. Beer going to move it out to center ice. Bunchen going up. Intercepted there by Ball State. Burke trying to get it out to center ice. He will do so. Picked up by Corbin. Corbin moving in on his own. Could not quite get through the entire Bradley defense. Bradley going to break that play up and get the puck back to neutral ice. Ball State moving it up now. Aiden Wilkinson picks it off from Bunchen. Going to try to move in, and he's going to fall down, though. Burke picks it up behind the net. Corbin now with it, looking to set up another opportunity here for Ball State. Bradley able to clear it, though. They're going to get it to neutral ice. Chase Gilden, he's going to pick it up by himself. Picks up one trailer. He's going to try to take a wide-angle shot. Easy save there for Betts.
I like the shot there by Glidden. Well, the Braves are just, right now, they're a little bit uncertain of what they need to do in their own zone. Maybe I'd like to see them try to get out a little bit quicker and try to protect that slot area next time they're in their D zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Osborne going to pick it up and throw it right into the netting, so we're going to have another face-off. But you talked about it. Bradley looks a little bit, I don't know if lost is the right word, but they do look a little bit, especially in their own defensive zone, trying to break it out, trying to move the puck up the ice. Ball State going to win the face-off now. Flying up the ice, here comes Miller. Miller with a shot wide. He's going to bounce it into himself and score. Miller threw it off the boards and then just beat everyone to the puck, and even Nussbaum, too, and makes it 4-1 Ball State with about a minute left in the first period.
Can you say effort scores goals? That was an effort play right there. You take the shot, you get the rebound off the end boards, and you put it in yourself. Are you kidding me?
That's just somebody who's skating hard and really wanted it on that one. Miller's also looked very impressive. That's his second goal of the night. Miller very quick on that one, beat all of the defense. Boger going to pick it up for Bradley. About 40 seconds left in the first period. Bradley trailing 4-1 in this scrimmage. Ernest intercepted at center ice by Hansen. Hansen's going to move it back into Bradley territory. Tries to make a deke move, but he's not going to get through. Miller again going to pick it up. Tries to make a pass, but it's picked off there. Tried to go up the boards, did Boger, but picked off there. They are going to be able to work it out to neutral ice. Carried in now by Gilden. Gilden centering pass to Jensen. Going to be foiled, but Jensen's going to be able to work it back to Boger at the blue line. Miller picks it up at center ice. They're going to put it back into the zone. About 5 seconds left. One last battle for the puck, and that should just about do the period. As Stanley's going to bring it up, but that's going to do it. A first period, an interesting first period. Ball State looked very dominant there. 4-1 Ball State leads in this impromptu scrimmage here between the Ball State Cardinals and the Bradley Braves.
Yeah, you know what? Ball State right there, it was all effort that period. They were still out with all business. Bradley's going to have to get it in gear in the defensive zone. You know, the forwards were coming back into the circles a little too much and letting Ball State's D-men crash down and get into that high slot area and take some quality slap shot attempts. It looks like we'll have a goalie change for the second period, as it looks like the third goalie for Bradley's out there. So I think each goalie is probably going to get one period here tonight for the Braves.
It's going to make sense here to get everybody some work. We'll see if Ball State also decides to make a change on their goaltending, as they do have their backup there as well. Impressive first period from Ball State. Bradley at times looked a little lost on just clearing the puck and figuring out how to move the puck out of the neutral zone. Ball State brought a lot of suffocating pressure there early on and generated some really good opportunities in the slot. Like we said earlier as well, multiple effort goals, a couple breakout opportunities. Ball State's looked very clean early on, which is something that you really want to see out of a situation like this. You know, it's not a full game, but you can tell the guys know what they're doing. They know where to look for their passes. That's a very good sign for Ball State as they move into their season. This is their first game tonight. They look very clean so far.
You know, they look sharp. And you know what? Coming into a game like this, they could easily dog it right here, being told, you know what, this game's not going to count. Play for tomorrow. But you know what? They're coming out and they're saying, we get to play a game against other guys. It's not against us. Let's go give them what we've got and tool ourselves to get better for tomorrow. And you know what? Up 4-1 right now. They're looking good. They're looking good already. And as you said, this is their first action of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball State, they seem to know where to find each other on the ice. They're making these breakout plays that seem very clean. They're going guy to guy in the neutral zone, making clear passes. Their breakouts, they've had maybe one turnover early on in the period. But other than that, their breakouts are the most important thing. And like I said, that's what you really want to look for when you get a scrimmage opportunity like this. Are you guys making clean passes? Do they know where their other guys are at in order to make those clean plays? Because that's going to bode well for you once you get into real games. Is that you're still going to know where that guy's at and know how to find him on the ice, and it's going to make it a lot easier when you get this kind of practice and you can already see that developing skill and that developing knowledge of where your guys are at on the ice. It's going to be big for them.
Big goalie change here, Bo. They're going to put Lori Cox in for Bradley, and I believe that they just put in Matt Hayes for Ball State. So we're going to see some backup goaltender action. You know what? I like to put the scoreboard right now back to 0-0 and see what they do. Yeah. At least for these goaltenders. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is about, in this kind of a situation, you want to get these guys as much work as you can, and it's very good here. Bradley able to get some of their extra guys some work and get them acclimated to real game situations here, both for Bradley and Ball State. So we see a shot deflected away. Ball State going to pick it back up, break it out quickly. Hansen again flying down the ice. He's going to make a move, but he's going to be cut off by Bungeon. Bungeon going to pick it up in their own zone, and he's going to throw it straight into the netting. Might be a delay of game in some situation, but we're not going to be calling penalties tonight, so it'll be a whistle down in Bradley territory.
And it's a good thing because Glidden went down behind in the corner, took himself out on an edge. Might want to go have a word with his skate sharpener after this.
Yeah, that was not a clean play there from Gilden. Bit rough with the skates there. You always hate to see that. It's just embarrassing to try to get up on the ice after doing something like that. He's going to come over to the bench and get some business from his teammates.
You know they're going to give it to him probably for about another 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Maybe even end him tomorrow. Cox, with the easy save there on the long attempt from Ball State. We're going to have another face-off here in Bradley territory.
And first save of the night for Lori Cox. Not going to be technically her first save on the season, but first action she's seeing. So let's see what the little quick goaltender can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Shot like that, a save. It's nice to get your feet under you, not necessarily taking a blistering wrister from the point there, but definitely getting in early here. So we see Bradley's going to move it back into their zone. Met behind the boards. Ball State going to pick it up. Beautiful long pass out in the neutral zone. Corbin going to carry it into the Bradley territory. Retreating pass to Miller. Miller going to circle back around. Miller head up. Beautiful move. Shot deflected away by Ernest. Miller going to pick it back up in the corner. He's going to get it back to the point. Hoberg going to pick it up. Send it back around the boards. Ball State going to ring around the rosy again. This time picked up behind the net, but Ernest is there to make the play. Like you said, Ernest looking good so far for Bradley. He's going to get it out to the neutral zone. Smolovich is going to put it back in for Bradley with the help of Miller. Ball State looking to get a little bit of a change here. Bradley going to throw it again into the netting. That's Jared Ernest throwing it up again. So we're going to have another face-off here in Bradley territory with 17:30 to go in the second period. It's 4-1 Ball State.
It looked like Derek Roberts of the Peoria Mustangs throwing the puck back. Pucks ain't cheap, guys, It's going to add up over the season.
Add up quite a bit, but polite of him at least to give him that one back. He might keep a souvenir at some point. Bradley going to win the face-off. Bungeon going behind their own net. Met there by two Ball State players. Wilkinson gets a shot. Save made by Cox. Maybe a little bit of a tripping penalty on that one, but again, was going for the puck. Wasn't a terrible play, and we're focused on playing tonight. We're not too worried about that. So good save there by Cox, though, off the Wilkinson shot.
And one thing I like to bring up here, Bo, is that the ice conditions are going to deteriorate heavily because we had warm-up. We had the first period, and now we're in the second period with no resurface. So you know what? It could have just been a bad patch of icy hit over there, too.
That's very true. Normally you get used to examining the ice for this, but for the scrimmage, they're going to let it run the 3 periods. Not going to keep anybody here too terribly long in a situation like this, but it's still good to get that opportunity. Ball State able to hold it in at the Bradley blue line. Potter going to wind up, but he's going to collect the puck on the boards, work through a couple Bradley players, get it back down into the corner. Ball State setting up another opportunity here. Back to the point, over to Smulovic. Smulovic is able to put it back into the zone, but it's going to take a weird bounce. Again, maybe some of that deteriorating ice, and Bradley's going to be able to clear it back out to the neutral zone. Smulovic is going to put it back in. Potter on him there, but Bradley able to move it out to the center ice. Marcel moving in for Bradley. Back to Vivitsky. Vivitsky's going to lose it there at the blue line. Potter's going to bring it back up for Ball State, but he'll lose it. Smulovic and Potter will team up to get it in, and there's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 for Ball State. Pass in front, but misses. So Bradley's going to dodge a bullet on that odd man rush from Ball State. Ball State still controlling the puck in their zone. Potter, little give and go up move. You can see Ball State moving very clearly in the Bradley offensive zone like they have plays set up, which is very impressive for a team early on in the season. They look very clean so far.
You know, they definitely know how to run their offense so far.
They've also got some impressive speed there as Wilkinson tries to make a move. He's stopped there. Ball State still controlling the play. Move it into the corner, looking up for a pass. He's going to go back around the net here. Ball State controlling the play, 15-10 to go. Ball State leads 4-1. Bradley going to move back up the ice. Gilden, long shot on net. Save made by Macklin Hayes. Again, 15 minutes to go. 4-1 in the second period. Ball State leads in the scrimmage here at Owen Center. Very good, like we said, from Ball State. They look very clean in both the offensive and the defensive zone. Their breakouts and their plays look very clean so far. It's been an impressive start for Ball State. So now off the face-off here, going to be a tie-up, one by Miller. Wilkinson going to throw it around the boards to Corbin. Corbin's going to lose it, though. And a weak shot's going to go back on net, turned away by Hayes. Wilkinson beats Stanley. He's going to break it out for Ball State, or he's going to try to. He's intercepted there between the circles, but Ball State able to clear the puck away from danger. Move it back up the ice now. Osborne, 15, moves it up, goes across the middle. He's going to move in. Shot, save made by Cox. Osborne picked off at the board. Stanley going to move it back out for Bradley now. Stanley trying to make a move. Makes a nice move through. Pass over, but Gilden just a little bit short on the reach. And that puck's going to go up into the netting off of Gilden again. We'll see where they take the face-off for this puck. Couple of nice moves there. Osborne broke in for Ball State, got a good shot off, and then Bradley came back the other way. Stanley with a nice move at the blue line to try to set up Gilden.
Yeah, it was just a little too far out of his reach. I like the cross-crease play. Just need a little bit more hustle out of Glidden on that. But you know what? He couldn't have really entered the zone too quickly because Stanley had to take his time just to get in cleanly. So either way, it's good to see the Braves trying to set up that backdoor pass.
Yep, and now they win the faceoff here. Boger, shot deflected away by Hayes. Wilkinson going to pick it up now for Ball State. Battle through a couple, and he is going to be able to move it out to the neutral zone. Met there by Ernest. Ernest is going to get picked off, though. Ball State trying to move it up. Wilkinson takes a tumble, and then we've got Herman also takes a tumble. Ball State, moving it back in, picked off there. Bradley going to try to move it back up the ice. Herman at the blue line. Nice pass over to Cipra. Cipra's going to get picked off there, met by a whole host of Ball State Cardinals. Bradley's going to be able to get it in deep here. Plenty of time for Ball State to try to make something and clear it out. Boger able to keep it in at the blue line. Boger moving in now along the goal line. Pass to Cipra in front. Save made by Hayes. Deflected again. Hayes able to hold on. A good save by Hayes on the clear shot opportunity from Bradley.
You know, I think we just saw there with all the skaters going down and just the pass attempt that looked like it was going to be taken cleanly. I think that's just the ice deterioration we're finally starting to see here. A little bit of extra powder. The grooves might be a little bit deep. So you know what? I think we're definitely starting to see some pond hockey-esque type puck bounces going on here and trips.
Yeah, it's something the goalies and the players are going to have to be very aware of. Making passes, you know, you might get a patch of snow or ice that's going to kick that puck up. Bradley moves the puck back into Ball State. Vivitsky shot, weird angle shot, but held on there by Hayes. Still 4-1 here with 12 minutes to go in the second period. Vivitsky with an interesting angle shot there. Might have been trying to get a pass, but Hayes is there to smother it for Ball State.
Yeah, if you're trying to throw it from that tough angle, I like to see them throw to the far side pad from their side. There's if you try to kick it back out into the slot for your man and get another shot off in a high-quality scoring area.
Bradley now in the neutral zone, controlling the play now. Beer, slap shot, save made by Hayes. Ball State going to finally try to work it out here. They're going to move it up to center ice. Miller going to deke in. Shot just wide of the net. Miller pick it up again at the blue line. Back to Smilovic across ice. Cox with the blocker save, picked up by Ball State. Another no-look pass from the slot. Ball State controlling the play here, getting a lot of good pass work in. Deflected attempt. Deflects it just wide, does Miller. Hansen going to be able to dump it back in deep in Bradley territory, but Bradley meets it there. Tries to get a deep stretch pass to Vivitsky, but it's picked off. Ball State's going to put it back into Bradley territory and get a change here. Bradley going to set up in their own zone, try to work the puck back out. And they are going to do so. Beer able to dump it in deep for Bradley as Bradley now works to get a change. Osborne picks it up behind the net. They're going to look to move it up the ice. Fresh skaters coming on for Bradley. Able to get it out to center ice. I believe that's Hansen's going to pick it up there, skate it into the blue line, try to make a deke move, but he's going to go around the outside. Stop clear, battling there. Nice stop move. He's going to get it over to Corbin in the corner. Corbin going to dance around. Attempted pass in front. Cox is there to able to deflect it away. Bradley defense tightening up a little bit more here in the second period. Not looking too bad so far, and Cox has looked pretty decent in goal, I'd have to say.
She's looked very quick, especially with the blocker. You know, being a smaller goaltender, she's going to have that back door open, but with their quickness, she should be able to cover it as long as her D-men don't leave her hanging out in front.
Absolutely. She's been very good with that blocker. Made a couple of nice blocker saves. And there's a glove save by Cox on the shot from Nick Ramsey. Quick glove by Lori Cox. She's able to make a great save there.
They're going to have to try to get a screen out in front of her. You can't shoot one-on-one with that type of quick goaltender and expect to get it by her.
No. She was ready there with the glove easily for Bradley. Long shot deflected off the mask into the netting. We're going to have another face-off here. 9:40 to go. Ball State leads 4-1 here in the second period.
Lori Cox making saves with all her goalie equipment.
Everything getting in. She's getting in, using a little bit of everything here, making some good saves here for Bradley in the second period. Very nice start here for her career this season. Tries to make a move in Wilkinson, but he's going to lose the puck, take a bit of a tumble there. Bradley going to finally break the puck back out. Jensen up ahead, but it's going to be met by Burke for Ball State. Gilden tries to meet him at the corner, able to force a bit of a turnover. Stanley picks it up, goes around the net here. He's going to stop. Tries to work it back to Boger. He is going to be able to stop that puck, and he's going to turn it over, though. Ball State going to be able to move it back up the ice. Ball State on it with a potential opportunity there, but he kind of goes down. Maybe not the cleanest play in the world, but Ernest definitely caught him there on that one with a very nice hustle. Ball State opportunity in front. Wilkinson deflected away again by Cox. A bit of a turnover in front of their own net.
You know what, though? That was the wheels of Ernest. Saved a one-on-none chance against Ball State. And then Cox, again, bailing the team out in front of her.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bad turnover there right in front of their own net, but Cox is there again, standing tall for Bradley.
Another
Gilden
soft
falls
patch
down.
of ice.
Another soft patch. Gilden's going to go down, and Wilkinson's going to walk in all alone, fakes the slap shot, and he's going to try to go around Cox, but he loses the puck. Cox met him again. He didn't have a great opportunity there. Not able to get it. He's still working the puck, though. He's got it back in front. Tries to work it to Corbin. Kicked in front. Cox has got it again. Boy, Cox is really moving well in the net for Bradley and making a couple of great saves here.
She's moving well, and she's seeing the puck. I told you, a goaltender this quick, you got to get a screen out in front of her, and she has just been able to stop everything so far. And I think she's used just about every piece of equipment she's got on to block everything.
She's gotten some blocker saves. She had that nice glove save, the pads, even the helmet getting involved in the one save. Ball State going to look to win the faceoff here. Potter's got it. Going to be back to Smilovic. Going to be deflected away by Berman for Bradley. Going to go back to Smilovic. He's going to wind up again. Blocked again by Herman. Herman got 2 blocks there on those shots by Smilovic. Going to move it into the Bradley corner now. Loses it. Herman's going to try to clear it out to center ice. He's not going to quite get there, but a second effort will get it down the ice, deflected away from Ball State. So we're not going to have icing on this one. Osborne going to be harassed by Cipra. Cipra going to steal the puck behind the Ball State net, try to feed a pass in front. A weird kick deflection, but able to make the save is Hayes. Bit of a weird play there. It came around the boards, tried to get the pass off, but he lost the puck, and then it kicked off a couple of feet and almost went into the net.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that had gone in a actual game, if that would have counted. That might have been kicked. I'm not quite sure where that hit.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it kicked off the Bradley player or off a Ball State or what exactly happened there, but it was definitely a weird spot. Hayes was there to meet it, though. Osborne behind their own net. He's going to get it up to Hansen up at the near wing boards, moving out to center ice. Defended there by Bradley for a second, but Potter able to win the puck back from Marcel. Marcel battling back the near puck boards, but he's not able to clear it out. Hansen dancing through center. Going to be stopped there. Couldn't quite get through all three Bradley defensemen. Ball State going to have to recuperate back at center ice. Osborne now up ahead to Potter. Potter with a decent opportunity. Tries to make a little pass in front, but Cox is there. Stop the puck. Potter lost a little bit of the control on that. Cox was able to cover it up.
Yeah, and no panic here by Cox so far. Definitely looked good. Braves looking a little bit more confident on defensive zone. We've definitely seen some good quality plays out of Jared Ernest so far.
Ernest just looked very good, and Cox has stood up well in the goal for Bradley. They look more comfortable in the defense, but they've spent even less time in Ball State territory in the second period, I feel like. Cox, another blocker save. Going to be bounced out to Jensen. He's going to try to clear it out, but he's almost beat to the puck. He is able to win it out and get it to neutral ice. Stanley hustling down. He's going to beat Smilovic. He's going to try to play defense. Stanley looking for a pass. It's going to be deflected off a couple of bodies. Ball State able to pick it up, move it back out to the neutral zone, into Bradley territory. Shot on net, and it takes an odd hop and goes into the net. You know, I'm not sure if Cox wasn't quite ready, if her stick was up on that one, but some of that ice as well. A bit of a weird deflection. Ball State goal.
I'm not sure. That might have gone off her left pad and just caught the inside of the post by the look of it. On that other save that she made, it looked like she had jumped to get her blocker up there as she was down in her crouch position. But you know what? She's looked solid so far, and that's the first goal she's let up with 15 minutes of play.
Yeah, she's looked very well so far. Again, a little bit of weirdness going on there, but Ball State now has a 5-1 lead here inside of 5 minutes in the second period of the scrimmage. Again, no refs showed up tonight, so it's just going to be a bit of a scrimmage. These teams will play again tomorrow. We assume a full game with referees and all of that. Ball State able to get a shot on net, turned away by Cox. Ball State controlling the puck again in Bradley's corner, and again, we talked about it. Ball State really controlling the play here in Bradley's zone, especially here in the second period as we see Miller dance around. Stanley able to fire it around the boards. Wilkinson stops it, dumps it back in deep into Bradley territory, but Bradley's got it there. Turned it over behind the net again. Another turnover in their own zone. Pass back. Ball State shot, deflected, blocked in front. Stanley picks it up. Bradley looking to get it clear. They do finally get it out to neutral ice here. Jensen moving back in for Ball State. Able to fire it back to center ice, but picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson, one-on-one, he's going to try to make a move, but he loses the puck, so he's going to recoup in the corner. Turned over. Stanley's got it again for Bradley. In the neutral zone, they're going to dump it in deep here for Bradley. We got about 3:40 to go here in the second period. Ball State picking the puck back up in their own defensive zone. Wilkinson going to move it back out to center ice. Ball State going to move it in, going to stay on sides. Jensen deflects it into neutral zone for Bradley, and he's able to win the battle. He's going to move it back into the zone, and he's got Herman coming up the side, but the pass is just a little bit out of Herman's reach. Herman picks it back up in the neutral zone, or in the Ball State defensive zone, able to play it behind the net. Ball State with it now. Herman's going to pick it back up off the interception there. Herman and Tuttle back behind their own net, but they're going to lose the puck, and Ball State's going to be able to turn it back up into Bradley territory. Nice little move attempt by Barker, but he's met there. Good defensive play there from Devin Servin. Servin going to move up now, up into the attacking zone. He's going to hustle down to the puck, but he's going to miss the pass there. Wilkinson's got it again. Back comes Hansen for Ball State. Moving up the ice. Nice deke move. He's going to walk in on Cox, but he's going to lose control of the puck there. Nice move entering the defensive zone, but then he kind of lost it on the shot attempt as we see Wilkinson's got a shot now. Wilkinson misses just high. Bradley able to clear it back out to center ice. A nice move there from Hansen, but he wasn't able to quite get the shot off cleanly.
I think we're just seeing more kind of pond hockey bounces going on there as the ice is deteriorating even more.
Bradley with it now. Cipra able to deflect the attempted pass there from Ball State. Ball State able to clear it back out to center ice. But Bunge in there, making the defensive play for Bradley, back behind their own net. Played around to the corner, but Potter's going to pick it up there. Potter feet in front, give and go attempt, but just out of the reach of Potter. Osborne gets a shot now, deflected away by Cox. Nice save again with the blocker on the stick. Attempted pass to Smilovic is going to get picked off for Bradley. They're going to get back out to center ice, but it is going to be intercepted there. Ball State disrupting the breakout attempt again, but Bradley able to clear it out. Possible opportunity. Hayes with the save. He's going to pin it against himself for the face-off.
Yeah, Bradley just has not really been able to do what they want to do in the offensive zone. It looks like they want to try to set up the chip and chase game. But you know what? When you're trying to do that, you got to get back in the zone and get the puck back. It's just not been the case. They've been outworked by Ball State in the offensive zone. Tighter in the defensive zone, that's good to see, but they're going to have to make some more adjustments. They're going to want to have a little bit more success on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball State beating them to most of those pucks there. Ernest is going to fire up a slap shot, but it's going to be deflected well wide. Stanley picks it back up, tries to stuff it in, but Hayes meets him at the post. Save made by Hayes. The first shot went wide, and it left open an opportunity for Stanley to try to fake out the goalie, but Hayes was privy to the attempted move by Stanley and meets him there at the post for the save. About 50 seconds now here in the second period. Ball State with a 5-1 lead. Smilovic going to try to put it into the corner, but Stanley's going to pick it up for Bradley. Shot back to Ernest, just wide. Good pass across ice from Stanley to Stanley, but he's not able to find the net there. 34 seconds now. Bradley going to try to work it out of their own defensive zone, met by a whole host of Cardinals. Osborne there tries to pick it up, but he's not quite able to get a handle of it. Stanley going to pick it up now, move it up to Jensen. Jensen's going to go back to Stanley, but just over his stick. Another weird hop there off of some deteriorating ice. Got about 15 seconds left. Shot deflected up and out by Bradley with about 10 seconds left in the running clock. That might be it for the period. Again, we got a running clock here. It's going to be the end of the second period. It's going to be 5-1 Ball State. Much tighter period for Bradley on defense, but Ball State, again, really controlling the play in the offensive zone. Still outworking Bradley quite a bit.
Yeah, it's just this game so far has gone Ball State's way, but you know what? I like that period out of Lori Cox. She looked confident. She made saves with just about every piece of goalie gear that she has on. And you know what? The defense was helping her out a lot. Offense, not so much. So you know what? If we see a little bit more offensive possession zone time, she probably wouldn't have to make about half of those saves that she had to. And we've talked about it. The defensive turnovers by the Braves have been costly as they cost Newsbaum in the first period. So I'd like to see the Braves tighten that up a little bit more and see some presence on offense as we get into this third period. They also don't have the long change now, so they should be able to do that a little bit easier and know that they're not going to get caught on the back foot trying to get back to the bench for a change.
Yeah, they had a couple of long shifts there. You can tell a few of those guys were out for a minute and a half, 2 minutes there. Lori Cox looks very good. You know, normally as a goalie, you don't like to get pelted and have an offensive struggle in that period. But in a situation like this, it's probably not too bad for her. She probably doesn't mind the practice, a little bit of extra practice there. She did look very impressive in that second period as she was pelted from a lot of different angles from Ball State. But by and large, she stood up to the task there in that second period.
You know, if I'm Lori Cox in that situation, I'd be pretty hungry just to get shots in on me, just to try to get see some different angles that you haven't seen from guys in practice. So you know, I'd say that probably is about the best that period could have gone for, and setting up for the season itself as we go along. Now we're going to get the third goalie for the D3 squad in Tyler Zidron.
Tyler Zidron also going to make his first appearance, I believe, this year for Bradley. Going to get some work in now. Like we talked about earlier, possibility that each Bradley goalie would get a period, and it turns out we were correct. Makes a lot of sense here to give everybody some work in a situation like this where your game doesn't exactly count, but you still have this game opportunity here to get everybody some experience. Like we talked about playing against another team, playing against guys you haven't seen, angles you haven't seen. In a real game situation, because as much as you try to simulate those things in practice, nothing really beats a game situation for getting you ready for this kind of stuff. So as much as you can simulate it in a practice, you're seeing the same guys and shots over and over again, but getting an opportunity like this, even if it doesn't fully count as a game, you still get that full-on game feel, which is still very nice for all three goalies here. As now we move on to Tyler Zidron here in the third period for Bradley.
I'd say one of the big key factors is the fact that you have just a team with a different offensive mind as they're trying to set up. And we've seen Ball State score off the rush, and we've seen them score while established in the zone. So they're definitely trying to score a couple different ways on offense. This is definitely going to benefit these goaltenders and these defensemen for the Braves. The forwards are going to have to try to figure it out in the defensive zone. That'll come with time in the season as they try to get settled in. Again, with adding the D2 team this year, you know, they lost a lot of players that moved up. They lost almost pretty much all their D-men at the same time, too. So it's a lot of inexperience on this squad now when you've got your most seasoned veterans are Nick Marcelli, Ethan Herman, Chase Glidden, and you've got the sophomore Tyler Jensen, who I'd like to try to see a scoring attempt out of him. He had a couple early on, but has been a non-factor in the offensive zone. And I think he's going to kind of be your offensive breakout player this year for this D3 squad.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking to him to bring some of that offensive noise here. Again, we're not sure if there's a little bit of rust on Bradley or what here, but Ball State's looked very clean. It's got to benefit the goalies for sure to see an offense that's moving as smoothly as Ball State here. As we start the third period, Hansen able to move it up. Wilkinson picks it up for Ball State. He's going to move it in, but he's going to get beat to the puck there by Bungeon. Bungeon going to break it out for Bradley. He's going to skate it out of the defensive zone. Cipra there to meet him. Give and go pass to Bungeon. Bungeon moving up, shot, save made. I believe that is still Hayes out on the ice for Ball State. Great give and go there from Bungeon to Bungeon back and then back to himself. Beautiful opportunity there for Bradley.
We have a heartbeat, ladies and gentlemen. We have a heartbeat for Braves offense right here. That was beautiful, and even though it didn't come away with a goal, that is exactly what they need to do. Just make those passes crisp. And again, the ice deteriorating, as I believe that was Vivitsky that just went down behind the net.
Yep, Vivitsky takes a bit of a tumble there. You can kind of see again. They have not jammed this ice since warm-up, so definitely some of that ice deterioration going to play a factor here in the third period. Ball State going to move it up now, but Bradley meets them there at the neutral zone. They're going to try to move it up here. Bradley moves it up. Wilkinson going to pick up the puck now. Ball State in their own zone looking for a breakout. Bradley bringing a lot more pressure in the third period. You can even see early on a couple of guys on them. Almost forced an errant pass, but now Ball State shot by Wilkinson. Deflected. I believe Zidron did get a piece of that shot. Hard. Ball State's got it behind the net now. Shot on goal. It's going to be deflected into the netting once again. I believe I heard Zidron get a piece of that quick wrister from Ball State, able to make a little bit of a save there.
I'm not sure. All I could hear was glass on that one. The shot after that, though, that definitely hit the shaft of somebody's stick out in front and went up into the netting.
We got 18:20 here to go in the third period. I believe the score is still 5-1. I know our scoreboard says 6-1, but yeah, 5-1.
Yeah, no, that didn't sound quite correct.
That didn't sound correct, but yeah, that kind of stuff just happens. Everybody having a little bit of fun tonight. Potter going to take the face-off for Ball State. Loses it to Stanley. Clear it up off the glass. It's going to take a weird hop and deflect back into the neutral zone. Smulaville is going to dump it back in. Osborne picks it up for Ball State. He's going to move into the center of the ice. Shot deflected away. Beautiful pass in front. Picked the puck up off the glass and able to get a beautiful pass. That was Michael Osborne there on the pass, and goal there for Ball State.
I don't want to say that was a no-look pass, but it looked like he knew a man was there right out in front. Like that was just designed, chasing the puck. You knew where your man was. Ball State looks good, and I can't wait to see the game tomorrow when we actually have officials.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we've been talking about it all night. Ball State, they seem to just know where the other guys are on the ice. It's an interesting thing that they've got going on there. They seem to know where each other are at. They've obviously gotten some good practice in with each other. We saw it again there. Another shot. Potter off the post, just wide there, off the crossbar. Good move in by Ball State, but he's not quite able to find the twine. He is going to cut it back off the neutral zone. That's Potter again, dumping it back in deep for Ball State. Corbin going to meet him in the corner there. Corbin going to win the puck there from Boger, but he's going to send it around the boards. Boger looks like he's going to be the first one there for Bradley. Boger and Gilden collide into each other on the far side boards, but Gilden able to win the puck, get it around a couple of players. Ernest going to give it back to him there. Gilden looking to break out for Bradley. He's going to lose the puck at center ice, however. Potter's going to pick it back up for Ball State. 16:30 to go. 6-1 Ball State here in this scrimmage here tonight in the third period. Bradley picking back up now. They're going to try to dump it in. Missed there by Gilden, but Ball State going to pick it back up. Bradley on a bit of a change. Burt going to try to move it in here off the change, but Bradley defensemen are there in plenty of time. It's going to be picked up now by Bungeon again. He's going to go back up center ice. A couple of nice moves. Going to keep it onside. Bungeon moving it back into the offensive zone. Tries to make a nice move, but he's met by a whole host of Cardinals once again, and they're going to be able to clear that puck almost out to the neutral zone, but it's deflected away by Bungeon and Stanley, and they're able to keep control of it. Smulovich now, though, for Ball State. Bradley on a bit of a change. Miller going to send it cross ice for Ball State. Smulovich takes the pass off of his leg, but he's going to catch the return pass. Not quite cleanly, though. Sipra's able to move it back out to the neutral zone for Bradley here. 15:40 to go here in the third period. Bradley's got the puck moving up neutral zone. It's going to be kicked away. Burke's going to pick it up again. Burke going to dump it back in deep for Ball State. Little struggle there for Bradley at the neutral zone again. Ball State able to make a clean play. Miller now able to pick it up in the corner. He's going to get it back to Ball State. Ball State shot deflected away there. Bradley now losing the puck here in their own defensive zone, but they're able to pick it back up again. harassed by Miller. Miller's going to be able to win the puck back at the neutral zone, try to force it back in deep for Bradley. Burke almost steals the puck there. Marcel picks it up for Bradley, and they're going to try to move out on the breakout again. Pass up to Beer. Beer's going to deflect it. It's going to call off the icing. Foot race there. Ball State's going to win the foot race on that one. In the corner, Burke going to get the pass, move it out to center ice. Wilkinson almost got a handle of that lofty pass there, but not quite able to do so. Dumped back in by Marcel for Bradley here with 14:30 to go in the third period.
It was a good stick by Servin at center ice, and he's the only D guy returning from last season for the D3 squad.
Looked very good on that defensive play. Ball State now shot, deflected away by Zidron, and that's going to deflect up into the netting. Again, we got 14:20 to go here in the third period. Bit of a running clock here for this impromptu scrimmage between Bradley and Ball State. 6-1 lead for Ball State. They have scored once here in the third period, I believe.
Scored once in the third, scored once in the second, put up 4 in the first.
Ball State came out very energetic in that first period. We saw a couple of just hustle goals, winning races to the puck there, turning them into scoring opportunities. Ball State with it now. Potter, beautiful move in front. Zidron with a great save, though. Potter took the puck off the faceoff, made a couple of nice moves. He had nothing but open space in front of him, but Zidron able to meet him there, make a good save for Bradley. Impressive move by Potter, but again, Zidron able to see that puck cleanly, catches it with the left pad. Potter's got it again. He's going to go in again, and Zidron meets him again. Bradley kind of looked like they were ready to win that faceoff, but Potter wins the race to the puck, able to make a move inside, but Zidron able to meet him once again. Looks like we're going to take the puck back out to center ice now with about 13-15 left. Another good save by Zidron there. Potter with a nice move on those two faceoffs, but Zidron stood him up both times. I'm sorry, that puck must have gone in the net. I thought Zidron got a hold of it. That's our fault. Potter was able to find the goal on the second one, so it's 7-1 Ball State now. Beautiful move by Potter on both those faceoffs. The second one able to find the back of the net. Osborne's going to move it back up for Ball State now. Dumped deep into Bradley territory, but Berner's going to meet him there. Get it back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Ball State. Ball State looked absolutely dominant in the scrimmage tonight. Very strong play on their side. Bradley looked a little unconfident on offense there, and we can definitely see that hurting them as their goalies have been absolutely pelted tonight. Wilkinson, spinorama move at the neutral zone, but he forgot something as he loses his stick in a nice attempted tussle, but not able to make a play on that. Bradley takes a tumble now. We got a 3-on-1 developing for Ball State back the other way. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson looks it back over, but he's not able to find the pass there. Broken up nicely by Boger. Boger steals it now. Boger trying to move it back up to center ice, but he's picked off. Wilkinson with a great steal there. Able to make a nice play there. Herman does pick it up, though, back for Bradley. Bradley going to finally move it out to center ice, so he's going to go skate through center. In on a couple of Ball State defenders. He's going to get rubbed off and put the puck deep into Ball State territory. That puck is going to bounce out and out of the play here. With 11:30 left here in the third period, it's 7-1 Ball State. Didn't quite catch that Potter goal. I thought Zidron got a hold of that, but it kind of must have leaked through his armpit there and found the way into the back of the net for Ball State.
I know I missed that one too, folks. Had a little bit of a camera crisis going on. It's going to happen as we get used to this new system here. Bring you the games free on YouTube this season.
Absolutely. Ball State now going to pick the puck back up in their neutral zone, going to get it out to Corbin, but the pass is going to deflect off of him. Beer able to win the battle at the boards, able to put it back into Ball State territory. They're going to battle here in the corner. About the half boards here for Ball State. 10:50 to go here in this third period. Stanley battling for Bradley with Jensen. Jensen able to deflect it back to Cipra. Nice attempt on the deflection, but Stanley not able to redeflect the puck back on net. Jensen's got it behind the boards now. Fed in front to Stanley. Great save by Hayes. Second shot, scores! Beautiful couple of rebounds there. Hayes stood tall on the initial stop, but a couple of good passes in front of the net, and Jensen finally able to find it. Bradley able to get back on the board here for the first time since the first period, finally generating a little bit of offense here.
I like to see that. I think, like I said, I think Jensen's going to be an offensive factor for this team this year. As a lot of the guys in the top 2 lines moved up to the D2 squad, and he's going to take, I think he'll take another year to develop, and he might be up on that squad next year, but he's really going to have to show what he's got on this D3 squad as a leader this year, I think, in the goal category.
Yeah, absolutely, and you see him converting there on that opportunity. Bradley able to move it back in. Servin with a couple of nice moves, but he's not able to find an opportunity there. Hansen's going to pick it back up in the neutral zone for Ball State. Hansen stopped there by Bradley, but a feed pass in front from Miller. Corbin picked off right before he could get a shot off on Zidran. Bradley going to move it back up the ice now. Smulovich is going to put it back into the neutral zone, but Bradley able to keep it in. Offsides on Bradley, so they're going to have to back out of there. Puck going to go wide of Corbin and bounce right in on Zidran. Zidran's going to play it off to Gilden. Gilden up the boards. Vivitsky's going to deflect it to center ice, but Osborne picks it up there, fires it back in deep for Ball State. Cipra now going to pick it up for Bradley behind their own net. Corbin going to pressure him. Vivitsky's going to take the pass from Cipra and move it back out to center ice where he makes a bit of an errant pass, but it's going to deflect to the Ball State blue line. Marcel battling there. He's going to pick it back up at the blue line. A nice little dance move to get back into the Ball State territory. Pass over to Vivitsky. Vivitsky's shot's deflected in front. Ball State with it now. It's going to be battled for in the corner. They're going to get it back up, but they're going to be stopped there. Servin, he's going to try to get the puck back on net. A little bit of that ice deterioration we were talking about. Kind of took a weird bounce. Looked like he got more ice than puck on that shot. 8:40 to go now here in the third period. Osborne's got it again for Ball State, but he's stolen from the puck from Jensen. Tries to get a pass back to Boger, but it's intercepted there by Hansen. Hansen going to move back up the ice. 1-on-2 for Ball State. He's going to go around the wide side. Beats around, and he's going to try to feed a centering pass. Burke not quite there. Ball State able to control the puck again in Bradley territory, though. Stolen, though, by Boger for Bradley. Boger going to move it back out to the neutral zone where Wilkinson's going to pick it back up for Ball State here at center ice. Nice little pass to Wilkinson. Burke able to pick it up at the corner, get a shot. Zidran deflects it wide of the net. Might have been a little bit wide there, but Zidran up to the task. Hansen back now. Wilkinson going to try to feed it in front, but the pass is just going to go wide of Burke. Ernest is going to get it back up now, and Bradley moves back in on the attack. Nice attempted move there, but it is met by Ball State. Tuttle trying to make a nice move there, but not able to quite get through. They're still able to generate a little bit of offensive pressure now, but a beautiful lift pass to Burke. Burke going to walk in alone on Zidran, and he's going to get stopped there. Zidran did appear to get a piece of that and push that off to the side. Great reaction there from Zidran on the breakaway attempt from Burke.
Yeah, no panic on Zidran on that one. Burke might have put it just wide of the post as is, but
you tell Zidran was right there on the play, although that wraparound attempt looked very nice from Wilkinson, but he wasn't able to get the puck all the way around the net and back on. Turnover by Ernest. Ernest going to feed it back to Wilkinson. What a pass. Wilkinson's going to get another shot deflected away by the defense by Boger. Boger going to pick the puck up again. And I tell you what, that was a beautiful steal and a beautiful no-look behind-the-back pass there for Ball State. But Bradley's defense able to be tall to the task there. Bradley going to be offsides on this play. It's a little bit less than 7 minutes to go in the scrimmage here between the Ball State Cardinals and Bradley Braves. Half-ice shot from Wilkinson met by Zidran there. Very nice give and go there in the Bradley zone by Ball State. Nice steal there, and then he's able to feed a pass. Again, we talked about it a couple of times. They seem to know where each other are on the ice, and that was just another occasion of it there.
It almost seems like it's drawn up. In hockey, nothing really ever seems to go to plan, but Ball State seems to have a plan in action, and it's working tonight.
Absolutely. And try to draw up these plans, and a lot of times the games get so chaotic where that doesn't always work, but you can see Ball State finding organization through the chaos and able to make a lot of pretty nice passing plays work. Bradley going to dump it in deep here into Ball State territory. Ball State going to recollect themselves at the half boards. Osborne's able to get it out to center ice and deflect it up. Miller going to foot race against Cipra, deflected into the corner, about even on that foot race. Cipra's going to come around the net now. Miller harassing him behind the net. Cipra is able to move it back out to center ice for Bradley here. Deflected back in. Beer able to deflect the pass. Dump in attempt from Ball State. Beer going to work it over into the left boards. Look for a shot. It's going to be deflected away by Hayes. Bradley controlling the puck again. Stolen from Bradley by Ball State. At their own defensive boards, they're going to move it back out to center ice. Cipra able to play the puck back in again, but Bradley's offside, so Ball State's going to get a little bit of an opportunity to recollect, although Stanley came in with the pressure right there. Bradley recollects the puck back in their own defensive zone over to Cipra. Cipra going to look up for Gilden. He's going to dump it back into Ball State, but not quite deep. Sipper now picks the puck back up for Bradley, but he's picked off there by Miller. Miller going to try to skate back in, fire a slap shot, and it's in! Miller with an impressive steal in the neutral zone and a hard slapper there. Zidran got a piece of it with the blocker, but Miller able to find the back of the net.
And that's 3 goals for Miller, so ring up the hat trick.
Ooh, and not a single hat coming out, though. Bit of a netting blocking all the view for all the fans in there, and I don't know how many people are keeping track, but Miller looked very good tonight. We saw in the first period there, he had that great hustle goal, and he's got quite a shot as well. Bradley going to steal it off the faceoff, go in, save made by Hayes. Bit of a weird situation for Ball State off the faceoff, but Bradley not quite able to convert on the opportunity there as Jensen was stopped by Hayes. 4:25 to go. It's now 8-2 Ball State here. Bradley able to get a pass in front, able to pick it up off the errant deflection off of Hansen. Marcel dumps it back in deep for Ball State. We got about 4:15 to go. Bradley's got the puck. Nice pass in front. Save made by Hayes. Second opportunity, not quite there for Bradley. Corbin able to get the puck out to the neutral zone, although the pass was a little bit short of Hansen. So Bradley is able to dump the puck back in to Ball State territory. Ball State going to reset now in their own neutral zone, looking for the pass across. A lot of open space here for Ball State and for Wilkinson as he moves in. Nice move, but he's able to get a shot off, but it goes over Zidran and over the netting, and that's going to be out of play here with about 3:40 to go here in this third period. Again, we got a running clock tonight. Ball State 8-2.
Yeah, Ball State looking sharp. I'd say the best part for the Bradley goaltender is getting to see a player like Miller. If I'm honest, I don't think we've seen anybody quite that skilled on the top line for Bradley. Not saying that he can't get there this year, but you know what? He seems to be quite comfortable in that role as he's one of the returning men for Ball State this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Miller's looked very quick on his feet. He's really brought the hustle, and he's been bringing a lot of effort to every play, and he hasn't really seemed to get tired yet, so that's a good sign as well. Wilkinson moving back up on the 2-on-1. Stop pass shot, just wide. Wilkinson waited the extra half second for the Bradley defenseman to go down and get the pass to Hansen, but Hansen just missed wide on the shot. Wilkinson battling for it in the corner now. Wilkinson still winning the battle in the corner. He's behind the net. He's going to give it back to Hansen at the corner. Hansen going to circle around back in front of the net, try to get a pass in front, but it is deflected away. Bradley going to take it back now. Jared Ernest going to move it back up for a 2-on-1 for Bradley. Shot, save made by Hayes. Ernest didn't quite have the forward momentum there to go forward with the shot. A couple of Ball State defenders were coming back, so he's able to get a shot off, but Hayes is there tall to the task. Hansen.
On that 2-on-1 chance, you like to see Jared Ernest try to throw that just a little bit wider, try to get that far side pad, bounce it back to the man coming down through the slot. Might put up another one on the board for the Braves. Yeah,
absolutely. A little bit weird on the forward momentum for him there, but he had an opportunity there. Stanley's going to pick it back up now, play it back for Bradley. 2 minutes left. That pass is going to be partially intercepted, but it's able to get from Ernest to Stanley. Stanley going to move it back up the ice here with 2 minutes left. Stanley tries to get a move in, and he's not quite able to make the play as he goes down there. Ball State able to make a play up. Corbin deflects it in for Ball State. Controlled there at the half boards. Corbin just out of his reach as Gilden's going to try to fire it back around the boards, but that puck's going to bounce up and out of the netting. Again, we got about 1:35 left here in the third period. Ball State 8-2. Ball State's offense has looked very impressive tonight. We talked about Miller, and I feel like I've also said Corbin's name a lot tonight, and I've mentioned a couple other players as well tonight. They've looked very clean.
You know, they look to be firing on all cylinders. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments Bradley makes for tomorrow. See if Ball State maybe tipped their hand a little bit too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely an impressive night so far for Ball State. But, again, we'll see how things look again tomorrow when these two teams come back out, hopefully with officials for a full-on game. Osborne takes the errant pass from Bradley. Going to move it back up to Osborne, but Servin's going to meet it there for Bradley. Bradley in their own defensive zone clears it back out to center ice. 53 seconds to go. Stanley's going to move in 1-on-2, try to go around the outside. Smilovic is able to meet him the whole way there. Stanley brings it back out, tries to get a pass, but again, Beer eating it on the ice there. Again, we got some of that ice problem there, but up to Burke. Burke's going to go in on another breakaway, but Gilden's coming in behind him. Gilden able to harass Burke enough to prevent the clean breakaway attempt for him there. Ball State not quite able to get one more on the scoreboard there, but a pass from Miller over to Osborne. Shot just wide there by Osborne. We've got about 20 seconds left now. Bradley clears it back down the ice, and that is they're going to call off the icing here with 12 seconds left, and that looks like that's about going to do it. Everybody kind of meeting up at center ice there, and that looks like it's going to be about it, as the final score is going to be 8-2 Ball State here in this scrimmage. Again, no refs tonight. Had a bit of a running clock, a bit of a weird situation, but it's a great opportunity for both teams to get practice, especially for Ball State, being that this was their first official game of the season.
Yeah, and we saw a couple interesting things tonight, and there are two players that I want to buy stock in after this scrimmage. I want to buy stock in Lori Cox. She looked phenomenal in the second period, and she's going to give the coaching staff something to think about is, do you start her tomorrow? Because out of the three goaltenders, she looked the best for Bradley. She looked to be able to see in the puck, on fire, made some interesting saves. It wasn't like it was the same thing over and over again. So I like her stock. And I think Jared Ernest, the move to defense, much better than I would have thought. You know, you just never really know. And he hadn't played hockey in quite a couple of years, so you just never know when that. And I feel like a D-man, your hockey senses have to be that much higher because you have to think about what's going to happen on the back end when you jump up on offense. So two players right there that I see stock rising, I think are going to be interesting to watch tomorrow. Now, on the other side for Ball State, it's going to be Riley Miller is going to be the X factor tomorrow for them. The question is he going to be able to pull off something like he did tonight?
Riley Miller looked very impressive for Ball State. He was very quick on his feet, won a lot of the effort battles there against Bradley. He made a couple of nice plays. I was also impressed with the play there of also impressed there with the play of Potter. That's what I was trying to say. Matt Potter also looked very good. He seemed very, very clean on the ice, very efficient, moving cleanly, making good passes. He was behind several of the big key passes there, some of the very nice give and go. And in general, Ball State just looked very impressive with how they seemed to just know where the other guys on the ice were at times. It was kind of crazy actually watching some of their passes and going, that pass doesn't work, and they make it work because they knew where everybody was on the ice there.
You know, the Ball State definitely seemed to be in sync. And, you know, you never know if you're going to get that in your first game of the season, which it's ended up technically not being as it ended up being a scrimmage, but Ball State looks good. I think the Braves are going to have a tough task tomorrow, but if I'm the Braves coaching staff right now, I'm looking at Lori Cox as my goaltender for tomorrow.
Lori Cox was very impressive tonight. I was very pleased with the way that she played in that second period. She did have the one goal, but we had a bit of a weird bounce on that one, but she looked tall to the task on everything else. Save after save, she got it with the helmet, with the pads, the blocker. She made a couple of great blocker saves there, and even a nice glove save in there in the middle of that period.
And I think looking just at all that work right there, you're going to, and looking at Nussbaum and Zidrin in the first and the third period, she definitely saw a lot of they had a lot of quality chances on her, too.
Yes.
Now, whether or not the defense was better in that period for her, it remains to be seen. We'll have to see what they decide to do tomorrow. If I'm the Braves coaching staff, like I said, though, I'm starting Lori Cox tomorrow.
That's definitely an interesting decision. As you imagine that things were pretty settled coming into tonight, but Lori Cox definitely proved herself tonight here in this scrimmage against Ball State. Definitely looked very good in that second period for Bradley. It's also important to note, Bradley, that was the period they didn't score as well, was in that second period. So Lori Cox definitely saw a lot of action there, but she was tall to the task for almost all of it.
And I think we noted that was probably the least offensive possession that Bradley had the entire game. So there was a lot of time the puck was down in the Bradley end.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight for the scrimmage between Ball State and Bradley. Again, final score 8-2. No referees tonight, so this game didn't quite count, but a great opportunity for both teams here. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for Bradley versus Ball State.
Hopefully the officials show up tomorrow.
I really hope so, too. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great night.